Hi, welcome to Cajuntoyreview. Today, we're going to be looking at Batman. Yes, plural. We're going to be looking at the Batman Hazmat suit, the regular vanilla edition, and the Target exclusive gold label light up bat symbol chest Batman. And we're going to look at and see which one, if this $3 difference is worth picking up. Yes, it is. We know it is, but we're going to look at it anyway, and you can make up your own decision. So looking at these two figures in the box, they look very, very similar. Same mold, same everything sculpt on these guys, but this one does have, obviously we're looking at it right now, some different paint on it. We got that nice gold belt on there, which looks a lot better. Even if it didn't light up, I think this looks better. We can already see. But packaging wise, we got our gold label here, our light up bat symbol picture on there. Turning these guys on the side, we can see the Batman Hazmat suit, Justice League, the Mesovirus, Asthma, I already said that wrong. And on the back, we can see we got two different shots of our Batman. So, what is the height difference? What is going on in these pictures? Anyway, yeah, normal looking Batman standing right there with the green light. And then, of course, light up bat symbol, the Batman symbol illuminate. I can't do that. And then some different figures. These are not different figures in a way, but the same figures they love to show every time, which is different on these. This one has, anyway, it doesn't matter. So yeah, UPC on these. This is a Target exclusive, so you got to go to Target if you want it. And this one you can find just about everywhere. GameStop is probably the best place. I see those every time I go. So hey, let's go ahead and open this up and check out our Batman. Alright, so we have our Batman out of the box, and looking at him, my first impression and opinion, really just kind of looking at him is why. You know, I understand the unmasked variants, stuff like that we get like a month down the line or something like that, and yeah, they're milking it, and I understand getting, you know, just getting their monies out of the molds, but this is just, I don't know, like, it's such the same, like the vanilla regular version you can see inside his chest, and I don't expect it to have a completely different mold and shape and stuff like that, but it's so similar. It's like, why? And yeah, I do actually like the black a little bit more on the other one, but it's so similar. And like, who would buy both of these unless you are a crazy diehard DC fan or Batman fan, or you're reviewing them? That's going to be it, because there's no reason to have both of these figures. So let's take them off the turntable. Let's look at them side by side. Pull out the plug on this guy. Check out the light. See how that works out, and see if that limits the articulation. I don't think it will, but let's find out. All right, so let's break down these Batman. And normally, I don't use stands when I review figures. I get on the stand, hell or high water. But I'm doing two figures, and it doesn't stand that great. He's kind of wonky. So, hey, I'm using a stand today. So let's take a look at our first. I guess we're going to have to, I don't know, it's going to be kind of weird. We're going to have to pull them up close side by side. So like I said, I do kind of like the darker aesthetic on this one. It looks more like a traditional Batman. I do like the black against the kind of gray. And you can see in his chest right here where it's hollow, where the light would be on there. But looking at him from the back and everything, you can see where the pack is different. This is actually looks a little bit larger. No, it's the same. And we screw in there. We're gonna go ahead and pull this out. Now it is armed. But yeah, like aesthetically wise, just to get a better light. Like all these little bat capsules, that's what I want to call them, bat capsules, are painted. Like they got the black with the gold right there and stuff. That looks really good. While we have no paint on this one. So maybe you can see better like that. So you do get more paint on this more deluxe version of the figure. I'm just not 100% of a fan of that kind of worn gunmetal. It's more traditional black in the comic from what I remember. But everything else is pretty much on par the same, minus the gold belt, which Batman has a gold belt. He doesn't have a brown belt. His little communicator device, whatever he has going on right here, that looks really neat. It's the same on both. I wish they would have some color in there. That would look really cool as well. The knee pads, while straight black on the side, it actually has that kind of stain with the gold little points on there. So that is another point of looking really cool on there. So, like I said, it's so similar. It's really hard not to say to get the light up version. It's just if you like this look a little better. I kind of like the darker look, but it's, if you look at the comics and you've read the comics and stuff for it, his chest is lit up in the comics pretty much nonstop throughout the whole thing. So that is actually the comic accurate look for him with the light on his chest. So let's figure out how to turn this on. How do we turn Batman on? Go ahead and put that in the comments. Go ahead. No, really don't know how to turn this on. Let's see. Should have read that big instructions that came with him. Alright. So this is going to be entertaining. There's no button on this guy. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, so we're back. And yeah, the Batman comes with this gigantic piece of paper that explains how to take out the batteries. But it doesn't tell you how to turn Batman on. So, to turn the light on the Batman, if you look really close on his back, you can see that there's this little contact on his, right on his shoulder blade back there. You see that? So basically, you kind of push that in, and there we go. There's our chest. I'll dim the lights a little bit. Let me grab one more lamp. There we go. That's pretty bright. That actually is pretty awesome. Ah! So, hey, what do you think about that? And then to turn it off, you just kind of, same thing, just kind of click up. So yeah, just real easy. But that looks pretty good. It's actually pretty bright. You can use that to walk around your house at night if you can't find your phone. Alright, so get some lights back on. Click-a-clack. Yeah, and that actually looks really cool. Even with the light on, you can kind of see that bright shining on his chest. So I think that is really cool. There's just a hole in these other one. I don't know if you can see that, where that switch would be. So let's look at the articulation on this guy, and then we'll kind of compare, see if anything is limited. So Batman can look up, actually way more than I thought. Down is actually good as well. And can tilt on this Batman. There's so much range on this head. I didn't expect any of this range on this Batman's head. You're not going to get a rotation though with these hoses, so we already know that. Full arm rotation. The bicep swivel is, there is one, but that is not going anywhere with these big shoulder pads on there. Double jointing the elbow with this weird plug square thing on the elbow. That is ugly. They got them nice balls on the wrist, which I cannot stand. Yeah, I do not like those wrists like that. That looks ridiculous. But I do like that little keypad. It looks really cool. Whatever you need to hide that wrist, right? This arm has the same range, pretty much. Shoulder blocked as well by that. Batman can split extremely well, pretty high. There is no thigh cut on this Batman. Kick about this high. And then double jointed knees, which are actually really nice, and this nice knee pad hides that joint right there, so that looks really good as well. I like when they do that. And of course, famous McFarlane balls on the feet, which are usually terrible. I'm not a fan of these. I will complain every time. Toe pivot, peg holes on the bottom of the feet. So yeah, let's see if he stands. I'm gonna lean you up on the wall, and we're gonna grab your brother right here. Alright, so let's see how many times the light turns on when we try to pose him. So, is that limited? really it's going to check on the head. So you get about the same range of motion on this Batman. Yeah. So there is no limitations by that. Didn't even... Yeah, there is waist rotation on both of them. I missed that somehow, some way. Now I wouldn't go too far because you're going to start pulling against that hose as well. So how many times did I turn that light on already? 3 times? 4 times? His leg just looks ridiculous right here. Like it's like warped. Alright, he's standing. Let's get you to stand. So that's it. That's the 2 Batmen. Real quick review. Kind of talk about that and kind of show both of them off together. I think by itself it's a cool figure. I would definitely recommend getting the one if you're interested in this figure. It's from a cool storyline and it's a cool looking figure. You know, I like when Batman gets different suits. Any kind of suits reminds me of the old Kenner Batman or like the Lego Batman games where you got all these different crazy suits and stuff like that. And this is a really cool looking suit. And I will say I am a little bit fan of the darker colors, but that light feature is awesome. So let me know what you guys think in the comments and stuff like that about this figure. I've seen a lot of people that already picked this one up, but are you holding out for this one? Let me know. And if you like this video, please leave a like. Check out our other content. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just search for Cajuntoyreview. We do reviews on DC, NECA, Marvel Legends, and everything else in between. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself.